almost a year ago since you were here last.
Oh, yeah.
Lots happened since then.
It was kind of an interesting journey. I didn't show up, by the way. I was here the night before. You like my styling shoes?
You should have worn mine.
Hey, they're comfortable. I thought it was pro-business instead of anti-business. It's a remarkable place. I think it's the independent Texas pioneer spirit of being self-reliant, doing things yourself, not depending on the government or whatever it might be. Now, I don't want anybody... Yeah! Part of my paralysis is on my right side, so I lean to my right, because I don't have that strength there. But God, you know, for a period of time, I was leaning really far left. You know, I was laying on my butt, I was taking drugs, I was getting a paycheck. Changed political parties, but then I woke up and realized somebody had to pay the hospital bill. Richard, a person and part owner of the region, and so we wanted to give you a gift here this morning that would tell you what we felt of you and what you've accomplished with these people over the past 19 or 20 years. So if I could get my friends to come out here.
Whoa!
We have a trophy. Don't drop it, please. We got it all the way here from Denver. And we actually shipped another one in case we did drop one. But Charles, would you read what our sentiment is, please?
Richard and Jeannie, with incredible vision and effort, you have made REMAX a powerhouse in Texas. You have been a consummate leader, always dreaming big and delivering premier results. Your accomplishments in everything from market share to community citizenship have created a permanent legacy of excellence in the network. We thank you for your many years of service and congratulate you on greatly enhancing the professional lives of REMAX affiliates throughout your state.
Jeannie does send her regrets for not being here. She was just distraught that she couldn't be with us, but obviously she's taking care of the other two grandkids while the parents are in the hospital with the community. So she's with us in spirit. And, Dave provided us such great leadership to adapt to all the changes that we've seen in the last year through short sales, REOs and everything. And so I just can't say enough about, I had a lot of different people wanting to take the region over, but I knew the only choice, you know, was going back to Dave because of all the accomplishments that I've seen over 35 years. It just wouldn't be the same if I'd sold it to a Wall Street stock company, some big broker that didn't understand the real estate business. We've seen that in Prudential since we're doing one. So, thank you, everybody. And as Dave says, I'm not going anywhere. I've got a network of offices that I'll be focusing on recruiting and retaining and training, et cetera. So I'll see you at all the conventions. And the next time on stage, you'll be receiving an award. So.
Find the energy, the enthusiasm, the motivation to get up and charge forward and make up for what we lost during this time period. Because most of us in this time period cut our expenses as far as we could and still do our business. A lot of us didn't put the money into 401ks and so on, but we aged and getting closer to where we need them. So you have to change your attitude. You've got to say, how do I rebuild my enthusiasm? How do I fall in love with the real estate industry again? Many of you are doing so. When I look at the statistics of how many people in the 100% Club and in the Diamond Club and all these things, I can see there's a turnaround and attitudes are better and the job's getting a little more fun and you're just really not handling all the problems of your sellers. I've heard for years that we are the emotional punching bag for the frustrations of the people we deal with. And to think about frustrations, people who bought the American dream are facing foreclosure or losing everything, their credit's being turned off, they can't get the appraisals they need, they can't get the bank lending to get a buyer to get them out of trouble. And so for 4 or 5 years, we've picked up all these frustrations and the pain that our customers have felt, and what has it done to ourselves? What's it done to our heads? What's it done to our enthusiasm for this business? Because I can honestly say there were times in my career of the last 45 years, it was a hell of a lot more fun than the last 5 years.
Right.
Months, I had already been in 3 hospitals. In the first hospital, 8 out of 8 doctors, 8 specialists that specialized in blood and in neurology, in spinal cord injury, and whatever it was, and all 8 doctors sat with my family and told them that I was not going to live. There was nothing medically possible they could do. And yet somehow, I lived. I had fabulous doctors and nurses. I go off on this journey, which I don't know is going on. Margaret Kelly is the superstar of my life. She had learned at my right hand for 25 years. Gail and I, Jess, we all handpicked her to be our successor. She ran the company under extreme stress and did a fabulous job. So fortunately, I didn't have to worry about the company, even if I was conscious enough to worry. And the next hospital said they did not want to take me because their team of 8 out of 8 said, you're never going to survive. You'll never make it. I'm still unconscious, but my family, my office, my friends kept pushing forward. So anyway, I wake up 4.5 months in, and the rest of the journey is very fascinating to me, to be totally paralyzed and setting my goal that I will walk again. And I had the most unbelievable support group in the world. My doctors and nurses would not tell me I would walk again. They would say, we can always hope for the best, but we train for the worst. My friends, my family, Margaret, they all lied to me. They looked at me and said, yes, you will. There's no doubt you will. You're tough. And what I found out was a lifetime of immersion of positive thinking and all these people had an unbelievable effect on my ability mentally to take on the challenge. So at the convention, I would do a 1-hour seminar that goes into the groovy, gruesome details, but it's all about they can grow rich. Set yourself an achievable goal, a step-by-step plan. How do you achieve this? Who's your support group going to be that supports you and is around you and will encourage you towards your success? And then how do you enjoy your success? And if you can't get there, how do you reevaluate, change a new step-by-step plan? I mean, it's exactly the same thing that realtors have had to do. I'm not going to waste that year of my life, and I am going to take the lessons that I learned and try to share with the REMAX agents as much as I can. I am not a hero to a recovery program. My recovery program is the result of support groups, of positive thinking, of enthusiasm, of never giving up, and that's what REMAX agents have done for almost 5 solid years. You are on the verge of seeing your careers turn around at an unbelievable level. The number of people moving into your state, the economic conditions, you are poised for greatness. Grasp it, be enthusiastic, build your plan, find a way to take plenty of time off so that you're excited and enthusiastic and enjoy the world. And I can't tell you how great it is to be here 1 year later. As a matter of fact, it's kind of cool to be anywhere 1 year later. Would you welcome my partner and one of my best friends, Margaret Kelly.